So this video, I'm going to talk about my SMMA's entire B2B ads SOP, and this is effectively the SOP that we had on Go High Level. Now, I have a mirror visualization that I just copied from when we initially made it because it's easier to explain. You will need to have Go High Level for this, or if not, and you're planning on taking Go High Level, this process is just going to show you what we did, and it actually worked pretty well when it came to automating the systems, to having the reminders, and etc. So the first thing we'd have would be the workflow of the Facebook form being submitted, right? So you connect your Facebook ads to your Go High Level. And so now every time a lead comes through, you can make a workflow that it creates a contact for the lead. It creates an opportunity. You get a notification. That's what we did. Now, in the beginning, it makes sense to do that because you're not going to have that many notifications. As you scale, it's going to be a little bit more annoying, but it's always nice to get an email knowing that you have a lead so that you can call them on the spot and just make sure that you can get that sales call the second that they go through. And then after we get the notification, the system would wait 10 minutes. And the reason it would wait is because after these 10 minutes, so the way we'd have it on our Facebook page, we'd have the ad, right? And this is effectively the form. And so by the time they finish the form, it's our logo here, it says whatever. And over here, we have a button for them to actually go on our landing page and to book into our calendar. And so over here would be something like book now, right? And some people would just go through here and would go through the landing page and, they see the testimonials and whatever and they book there. And some people may not know how to do that. You have to add some scarcity, be like one step away, do this to confirm your whatever, right? But the point is we'd call them anyway. It would wait 10 minutes because, we work with people who are old as fuck. So it would wait 10 minutes, and then if they would book in the calendar, that would be great. This would be the ideal scenario. Then they would get put in the booked in calendar workflow. And if they didn't, basically, they'd get an email, then they'd get an SMS, which it would be like, hello, we got your form. We see that you're interested. We'd attach 2 documents that would basically be about value in their niche, right? So how to do marketing in this, whatever. We just chat GPT'd it, honestly. It's not that hard to do. Then it would wait 24 hours and check if they booked. And again, if they booked, it would just move them into this workflow. If not, then they would be put into call in voice. And once they are in this stage, we would just have to call them. Voice is obviously for voicemail if they don't pick up. If they wouldn't pick up, then we would just put them in recall. And if not, they'd go into then a re-nurture sequence. But we're getting too ahead. So let's go back to booked in calendar, right? Let's say a lead came through, etc. They booked. Now they are in the calendar. That's great. Once they're in the calendar, we would remove them from the first workflow because it makes no sense to do this and you don't want to bug Go High Level because that shit can be annoying. Then it would update the opportunity, right? It would put them into schedule, into that stage. It would give them a confirmation email with, hey, we got it. Your meeting is booked. It would make them, it would give them the link, etc. They'd get the same SMS, just making sure that the person knows that they can join the call, that they have the link, etc., making them aware. Now, 24 hours before the meeting, they would basically get another email and SMS. Sometimes, just because it's better to have more booking times available, we would make it so that they can book in the same day. Now, if you do enable like same day bookings, sometimes they won't get, and I mean by sometimes, they will never get the 24-hour email reminder just because they can't be 24 hours before the meeting. But it is way better for the lead to schedule a call right now that, they are more probable to actually commit to join, to be more interested, they're more warm, than for them to get an email or SMS that serves that purpose. And then they would have another email and SMS reminder with, again, the meeting link. The meeting link is in all of these just so it's as accessible as possible. Now, in these forms, right, the first one is the Facebook form submitted. So we had a stage where they are just in the form. Then one where we, Then one where we, have to call them and leave a voicemail. One where we have to give them a recall. One where we are waiting for them to call us back or giving them a day for whatever reason. One where they are scheduling the calendar. One that we have to take action of, right? And then onboarding, obviously they paid on the call. Now, let's say we have a lead, right? And they come through and they schedule and they're booked in calendar and we have a sales call. If they said no on the sales call, they will be put in a re-nurture sequence. The people who didn't answer their phone call after, providing us with the details in a lead form would go into the re-nurture sequence. And basically anyone who doesn't say yes will go into this re-nurture sequence. And after this re-nurture sequence, I'm just going to give you a little spoiler, they will eventually move over to the reactivation sequence. Now, the re-nurture sequence would be this simple. First off, we'd give them an email, we'd give them an SMMS, and then we would wait to see if they would open the email. Now, Go High Level would check if the email would be opened. And so If they open the email, it would wait and give another email, right? Now this first one would be like, oh, you pressed our ad, we give them the offer, we show them some results with like cost per lead, we give them the ability to schedule again. And the second email would be like, oh, are you sure you don't want 100 extra customers? That's like our offer, right? We'd give them more results of how their emails would look like with some automations that we made, another schedule link, right? And so we would basically give them this. But if they did not open the first email that we sent them, we would take this moment to abuse this and to give them the same email, but effectively it would just have a new subject line because maybe the first one didn't land. And it would also be reworded so that it's not the exact same email, right? And we basically copy this pattern about 3 times, right? Are you too busy? We give them more results. We have a client highlight. We give them the option to schedule. Again, email too, but just reworded with a new subject line. So we had this whole thing where it would basically just be us spamming them with the results that we've gotten and testing different subject lines for the same email so that, you know, they will actually open them. And if that wouldn't work, then we would send them into the bottomless pit of hell, where it is basically the reactivation sequence. So this isn't re-nurturing anymore. By this point, we have to reactivate them. And this is hell. Once they are moved over here, it would wait 1 day, and then it would send them the first email plus an SMS. It would wait. It actually says it waits 3 days on the Miro. I made the Miro a while back. I low-key just copy-pasted it, but in the actual system, it waits for a whole week, so that this 10-step sequence is basically 10 weeks. So when you combine re-nurture and reactivation, they would be getting emails and SMSs for about 3 months. Then it would check if they're scheduled. If it would be yes, it removes them from the workflow. And basically this over and over and over again for 10 emails and SMSs. And obviously, I think you can understand that if by this point of 3 months of emails and SMSs and re-nurture and sales calls and results and testimonials and screenshots and proof and everything that we could show them, if they would still not want to move forward or schedule a call, you know, fuck these leads. This is my SMMA's entire B2B ads SOP. So there's like 4 different workflows here. Showed you how we do it, how we abuse go high levels automations to spam people with emails and SMSs, because in the worst case scenario, they're just going to reply with stop or stop texting me. In the best case scenario, you get a couple of rebooks, which this system has helped us get a lot of people that we would have considered lost leads actually turn back into sales calls. And so a couple of them have even transformed into clients. The system does work, and that's why we made it, because we basically built it once and now we can literally reuse it forever. So if you got something from it, you know, I suggest you watch another. And if you like these videos, I also suggest to subscribe because, you know, I make some pretty good content. I give out a lot of value. So stay blessed.